Hi Aquarius, welcome to your Astro Reels. It's been my pleasure to work for you here. And as you know, you don't have to have any significant Aquarian placements in your natal chart for these messages to resonate with you. And you don't have to be watching this video at the time that it's being published for it to be for you as well. If the messages resonate, I would invite you to really sit and reflect upon that. And if they don't, then I would ask you to take a step back, allow some days to pass, and then come back and see if you can, from a conscious mind perspective, really kind of resonate with what came through for you, okay? But either way, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me on my Etsy page. God bless. And of course, we do it all. Ding! You saw that card just jump out at me, right? So, and this one. So Aquarius, last time we chatted, or last time, I think it was, I think it was the last time we had the Aquarius energy. I feel like Spirit was encouraging you to take more action, to be more effortful, so to speak. I think that there was a little bit of hiding, so to speak, a little bit of avoidance going on in your field. Now, just as a reminder, if you're really, again, you don't have to have any Aquarian placements per se, but think about this energy dynamic that's unfolding here. And sometimes you may be able to resonate with it if you used a framework of thinking of it in terms of an area of your life. Is there an area of your life where you were experiencing, avoidance, where you were kind of slow to take action? I can't even really remember the rest of the reading because there have been so many readings since then, but go ahead and I think it was Aquarius, take a look at that last one. But either way, as I'm seeing here, for some reason, the day Tuesday just literally jumped out at me. So Tuesday, whenever that is probably going to be quite significant for you, whoever you are. But I also want to say that you keep feeling this energy. You're still hiding because I've been trying to get into this reading for like 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And it's funny because when I looked down the last time, it was 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And then I just said Tuesdays. And I looked, oh my God, it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So what's happening in the field right now, if I can be honest about what I'm seeing, which I will be, is that you're doing evasionary tactics here. There's a lot of evasive energy. The only thing I don't see your energy doing right now is like trying to like do some tap dance to like discourage me. What is under this card? Because I feel all of a sudden like I'm coming to give you this reading, and maybe you, the viewer, the dynamic feels like if you know that, wow, the last time wasn't the best, and well, you're not ready right now, and so let me just hide everything, and I know what she wants. She wants to come and see if I've made changes. That's what she wants. So just calm down, relax. Let's get into the energy, and remember that however your energy is at this time, it is as it is, right? And just as I'm saying that, I'm feeling like my throat start to jiggle a little bit because there's a lot of fear. And the vision I'm getting is almost like if you walk into your kid's room and your kid is, you clearly notice your kid's trying to distract you from something, and he doesn't want you to notice something or ask him about something, like did you mow the lawn, and so he's like talking to you, he's trying to distract you and hoping that you leave, and then finally you're like, the jig is up. What are you doing? What's going on? Why are you distracting me? And finally he pauses and he like shows you his leg. He like his ankles is what I'm seeing, and it's like this gash, this like wound in his leg, and he looks up at you like, and you're like, why didn't you tell me about this before? Oh my God, we have to take a look at this. So this is the energy that I'm feeling coming off. This is the dynamic that I'm feeling here. So my question to you, God bless you, whoever you are, is what is going on in your life that you are feeling ashamed about, that you're trying to hide from other people? Is it that your life's a mess, quote unquote, according to you? Is it that you don't feel like you have the faculties that everybody else thinks you do? What's going on? As I looked down, it was like 4 minutes, 44 seconds. What's going on with you? Because look, you're like, I'm a rock star. I'm doing great. Yeah. But let's go ahead and put you, God bless you, off to the side. Wow. Immediately mother issues. Sorry. Look, I just felt that on this card here. But it doesn't matter what's on the other side. But mother issues. Look at this. This is a good thing, because number one, everybody has mother issues, because the mother and the father are just representatives, wait for it, of your own inner feminine and your own inner masculine. But you're just so unable at this time to see how not only does everything in the world reflect what you've got going on in your energy field from lifetimes. You've lived so many lifetimes and had so many experiences that you can literally just walk here and create an entire world around you, because you've got momentum going from your energy field, right? And so one of those things is mom and dad. I know that we usually tend to look at mom and dad as the origin of what's going on for us. And while they do impact us, and we okay, please understand that those energies are only able to even be in your field in the first place as your parents, because there's something going on in your field that has allowed it, and God knows, then we have to probably look in past lives and blah 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 blah, or just some other arrangement to understand. So just know that just as your friends reflect your relationship with your mom and dad, blah, 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 your relationship with your mom and dad reflects your relationship that you share with your inner masculine and your inner feminine. And so here, we have you here. For some of you, you may have avoidance as a tactic, and I don't blame you, because sometimes being seen is harder than, than just kind of putting up a veneer. And it's just, there's a whole reason for that. But I do see some mother issues here that do need to kind of get taken a look at. And for somebody here, I'm already feeling the right side of your body, the right side of your hip and your leg going downward. It's almost like it's like no energy, or like just drooping a little bit. And I think that is linked to the mother energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if either you or your mother or just something like that, or the mother energy in your life has had leg issues, for example, or hip issues, or weak right side or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that manifested. For some of you, they're saying they're saying a gash as well. Some of you may actually have a gash somewhere on your body. Maybe the right side. It doesn't have to be, because we were looking at the leg, and we were looking at the ankle. Could be the right ankle, but I was going to say a rash. So something going on in that physical area, because the energy is too strong in your non-physical fields for it kind of to not have manifested in some way. Even if it's like maybe you walk with a tilted gait or something like that. So I'm just seeing that. So we kind of need to address some of those mother issues. And please understand that these kinds of things are not a death sentence. Okay. So if that's what you have in your mind, like, oh my God, blah, 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 or just whatever story you're putting to it, some people fear being in therapy, let alone having this idea that, oh my God, I may have to make this the rest of my life, something that I'm doing for the rest of my life. There's nothing wrong with self-reflection. And when you work with good counselors and good healers and therapists and all of that, emphasis on good, remember, always use your discernment, right? You can really make a lot of headway, but you do have to get started, because I have to be honest, these things that are going on in our life are reflecting what's going on another level or multiple levels within the energy field. And when you leave, God bless, and you head back home, God bless, you're leaving the physical body, sure, but what else? The physical body was just a carbon copy anyway. You're still taking these unresolved emotional issues, you're still taking these unresolved core beliefs, which are the things that are actually creating these issues, right? And so you're taking it with you. And then when you come back in your next lifetime, if you haven't, if you haven't cleared that up in between your lives, maybe you might bring it back in. And so the point is, you can't escape your healing. And so here we go. See how they look kind of the same? It's like, here's like, I'm doing well, yeah. But you see that closed fist? It's a hiding, right? But look over here. He's listening. All right, my fist is still a little closed, but I'm kind of listening. He's not doing the like, I'm good, whatever it is. He's like, I'm good. He's like, all right, he's getting ready. This is the King of Wands. What do I need to do? So I love this energy, Aquarius. Aquarius, no one's out here judging you, okay? So I want you to remember, no one's out here judging you. Literally, no one's out here judging. It's just him alone and all these placements. No one's out here judging you. I do want to tell you that if money is something that you're considering, I'm getting a very clear sign here that money is not going to be an obstacle for you. In fact, the obstacle for you is that you have to get on board with the healing or whatever guidance you've been receiving from your spirit team. And for some of you, I'm literally getting, you may have actually been being pushed by a family member, could even be your mom or somebody, whether it's pressure or whether they're doing it with loving, whatever. The point is that they're saying you need to get up and out, right? It's time to get up and out. Like, he's like, no, this is my I don't want a card. Look at it. Yeah. He's like, I don't think so. But yeah, what's in it for me is the energy some of you are feeling. What's in it for me? And so let's talk about that, because it's completely understandable. There are many reasons, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, very understandable reasons why people choose on some level of their field. It's never the conscious mind, because at the conscious mind level, we're like, God, why would I choose this? Why would I, but even your friendly local therapist will, kind of point out some inconsistencies in, what you say your beliefs are versus what you're doing, and then kind of give you ideas of what that can tell you about what's really going on inside, right? So you have to understand, even your sister or best friend can say, hey, you say that you love your boyfriend, but like, look what you're doing. So let's talk about that. What does that mean? Like, right? So my point is that the conscious mind is not always the best thing to rest on when you're trying to understand dynamics and why you do what you do. Simply stated, you have shadows, you have traumas, you've got stuff going on, you've got past life things going on, this life stuff going on, and the only way to really make headway is to eventually, when you're ready, take a look at that. And some of you may have been working on looking at, quote unquote, some of these things for quite a few lifetimes. I'm feeling somebody here in particular, 4 lifetimes. You've been looking at something and kind of chipping away, having your life experiences from the soul level, having those life experiences in order to become closer to being able to really look at what's happening. So trauma runs deep. But we kind of get nowhere when we don't feel like we have a safe space. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you is this idea, when you have this feeling coming from inside, like, yeah, I know I have to make some changes, but what's in it for me? The what's in it for me even is a defense mechanism of an inner child that I'm feeling. And that inner child is reeking of disappointment in the ability of adults to show up for it. What's in it for me? In other words, I've never had anybody show up and do a good job. And I'm getting, for some of you here, at least one person, it's got to be more than one person though if it's coming up. I see some unhealed trauma from like witch trials type of time. It doesn't have to be in Salem, but for being hunted as witches, things like that. So there's trauma there. Of course, you would be like, if you came in with the idea that if your soul came in those times to help people, but of course you got bogged down with the ideology of the times into which you carnated. Of course, what's in it for me to stick my nose out to help other people? And now you're saying I have to go back into my trauma, work on myself, and blah blah blah. And why? What's the end point? So I can help others? They don't even see that energy there. That's very deep, and some of you may not even remember having any of these lifetimes, and it's fine, let alone to know that you're having that type of response. It just manifests for you in maybe avoidance of certain things in your life. And so please know that there's a correlation. But I understand that part of you is asking to have your medicine with sugar. So ask for what you want. Dear God, if healing is what you'd like, if you'd like me in service, please make it worth my while. And you're not saying it with an ego. It's just like, I've been hurt before. Please show me a comfortable, safe way. Show me the therapist to work with. Show me the job to work. Show me the home to live in. Please help. And that's what your message is today. Bye.